in Wayne County where I am, I've got one provider, which is Time Warner. In Syracuse, at least you have FiOS.
We do.
Verizon.
We have Verizon. Or
And I want to know, Eric Maffei just made a statement that he's, try to force the issue. I'd like to know if you're going to try to work with him on that as well.
Absolutely. Actually, we were talking to his office today, about the issue. It just came up. It was interesting. I was meeting with some Time Warner people last week about other stuff, mostly involving cable TV, a number of channels, and in Syracuse, not here in Rochester. But it's interesting that this happened to pop up after that meeting. It's like, wait a minute. I need to bring this up. So there's a couple of different ways we can go about doing this. Eric and I are definitely going to work together. He is looking at draft legislation on it. I'm going to take a look at that legislation, but it's going to be hard to pass something through the whole House, through the whole Congress. So legislation is important as it sort of sets a marker and it makes a statement, and that's important. But a couple of other things. I am going to try to contact Time Warner and see what the heck they're thinking, because this is not what they would want to do. There are a lot of controversial issues going through Congress right now that the cable companies, including Time Warner, have a stake in. And some of these are going through the Judiciary Committee. I mentioned the Financial Services Committee. The other committee I serve on is the Judiciary Committee. And even though it sounds like it deals with courts and confirming judges, it deals with that to an extent, but it also deals with a lot of intellectual property and internet issues of net neutrality, etc. So I will point out to them that this is not a very good move on their part to put constituents of mine in this kind of position. So I will have some contact with them. Secondly, though, because it's a monopoly in certain areas, there might be anti-monopoly things we can do about that. And that's really the problem. I mean, going forward, they're a private company. They can kind of do what they want to do, but you should have the right to change companies then. And that's the biggest thing that I object to with this sort of rate increase, where it's sort of you're forcing you on a new system. I'm going to try to reach, get the holiday weekend, but I'm going to try to, reach Time Warner early next week. Have a conversation with them, let them know that I'm very upset about this and that this could be a big problem. I also understand that this isn't even all communities, so it's sort of unfairly like, oh, this is a test market, right? So, and it just so happens all the test markets, they don't have any competition. I'll tell them that from my spot on the Judiciary Committee, that looks very suspicious to me.